Hey guys, welcome back to Dream Route, where we take you to the most incredible places on the planet. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We drop a new travel video every single week. Today, we are headed to one of the most stunning cities in all of Europe, and honestly, one of the most underrated. Prague, Czech Republic. This place looks like someone took a storybook and just built it. Medieval castles, Gothic cathedrals, cobblestone streets that have been around for 1,000 years. People call it the City of 100 Spires. And once you see it, you'll totally get why. All right, let's get into it. Our first stop is the most iconic spot in the entire city, Charles Bridge. This thing was built back in the 1300s, and it has been connecting Prague's old town to Prague Castle for over 600 years. Let that sink in for a second. It's 516 meters long and lined on both sides with 30 hand-carved Baroque statues, saints, kings, and historical figures, each one worn down by centuries of wind and weather. When you're walking across it, you're literally walking on the same stones that kings and soldiers and merchants walked on for hundreds of years. That feeling is hard to describe. On any given day, you'll find musicians playing live, artists sketching the skyline, photographers waiting for that perfect shot. But here's the thing. If you really want to experience Charles Bridge the right way, you've got to show up at sunrise. Get there before 7 a.m. The city is quiet. There's this thin layer of mist sitting on the river. The castle is glowing in the early light. It genuinely looks like a movie scene. Pro tip, skip midday in the summer. The bridge gets absolutely packed. Early morning or after 9 p.m. is where it's at. From the bridge, we head up the hill to Prague Castle. And this place is no joke. It's officially recognized as the largest ancient castle complex in the entire world. We're talking 70,000 square meters sitting on top of a hill overlooking the whole city. And it's not just one building, it's basically a small city inside a castle. There are palaces, gardens, museums, a monastery, galleries, and right in the middle of it all, St. Vitus Cathedral. This cathedral took almost 600 years to finish building. When you step inside and look up at those stained glass windows, the light that comes through them is unlike anything you've ever seen. It's completely jaw-dropping. The castle has been home to Czech kings, Holy Roman emperors, and today, the Czech president still has an office here. And the view from the castle terrace? You can see the entire city spread out below you. The river, the rooftops, the spires. Easily one of the best views in Europe, no question. Pro tip, walking the grounds is free. You only pay to go inside the buildings. Give yourself at least 2 to 3 hours up here. There's way more to see than most people expect. All right, now we're heading into the absolute heart of Prague, Old Town Square. This place has been the center of Prague's story for centuries. Royal ceremonies, markets, protests, celebrations. All of it happened right here in this square. Look around and you've got buildings in basically every architectural style you can think of. Gothic, Baroque, Renaissance. All packed together, painted in these rich golds and reds and creams. It's genuinely one of the most photogenic squares anywhere in the world. Cafes are spilling out onto the cobblestones, street performers are drawing crowds, and the whole place has this incredible energy from morning all the way until midnight. And then there's the star of the show, the Prague Astronomical clock, or the horloge. This thing has been running since 1410. It doesn't just tell time. It tracks the sun, the moon, the zodiac, and the position of the stars. Every single hour, a crowd gathers and the clock puts on a show. Little windows open up, the 12 apostles parade through, a skeleton rings a bell, a rooster crows, and figures representing vanity, greed, and death do their whole thing. It's been doing this every single hour for over 600 years. That's pretty wild. Pro tip, stand slightly to the left of the clock rather than straight in front. You'll get a better angle and a little more breathing room. Okay, Here's one that a lot of first-time visitors to Prague overlook, and they always regret it. Taking a cruise on the Vltava River is one of the best ways to see this city, full stop. When you're out on the water, you get angles of Prague that you simply cannot get from the streets. Floating under Charles Bridge and looking up at those statues from below, that's a perspective most tourists never see. You'll drift past the castle lit up on the hill, the old mill wheel on Camper Island, the Gothic towers of the old town, and 18 bridges total, each one more beautiful than the last. During the day, it's scenic and relaxing, but in the evening, when the sun goes down and the city lights hit the water, the whole skyline reflects back at you like a mirror. It's genuinely one of the most romantic things I've ever seen. Pro tip: if you can, grab an evening dinner cruise and snag a seat on the outside deck. The night air on the river is something special, and the views are unbeatable. Need a break from the crowds? Head to Petřín Hill. And trust me, this one is worth it. It's this big green hill right on the western side of the river, covered in parks, rose gardens, orchards, and walking trails. Once you're up there, it honestly feels like you've left the city completely. In the spring, the whole hillside is covered in cherry blossoms. In the summer, it's shady and cool. In the winter, it looks like a snow globe. At the very top is the Petřín Lookout Tower. People call it Prague's mini Eiffel Tower, and it was actually built the same year as the real one, 1891. Now, it's obviously way smaller, but here's what makes it special. From the top, you get a full 360-degree view over a completely intact medieval city. No modern skyscrapers cutting into the skyline. Just rooftops, spires, the river, and the castle. It's the kind of view that makes you stop and just stare. Pro tip: take the funicular railway up from Ujez Street. It runs on a regular Prague transit ticket, so no extra cost. Save your legs for the tower stairs. All right, let's talk about the part of travel that honestly drives most of our trip planning: the food. Czech food is hearty, filling, and seriously underrated on the world food stage. The dish you absolutely have to try is svíčková. Slow-braised beef in a rich cream sauce, served with these soft bread dumplings and a spoonful of cranberry on top. It sounds simple. It is anything but. It's like the best comfort food you've ever had, turned up to 11. You'll also find beef goulash, massive roasted pork knuckles, and thick soups that could honestly double as a full meal. For street food, look for the trdelník. It's a spiral pastry that gets rolled in sugar and toasted over an open flame until the outside is this perfect caramel crunch. Eat it hot, right off the spit. You'll want two. And then, the beer. Czech Republic is home to some of the greatest lager in the world. Pilsner Urquell, Kozel, Budvar. And nowhere on earth will you drink it fresher or cheaper than right here in Prague. Find yourself an old-school beer hall. Grab a half-litre, slow down, and just soak it all in. Some of the best travel memories don't happen at famous landmarks. They happen at a long wooden table with a cold glass and absolutely nowhere you need to be. Pro tip: don't eat right on Old Town Square. You're paying a tourist tax. Walk 2 or 3 blocks away and you'll get better food for half the price. Prague is the kind of city that sticks with you. Long after you've flown home, you'll catch yourself thinking about those quiet mornings on Charles Bridge, or the way the castle looked from across the river after dark, or that first cold Czech beer in a basement bar lit by candlelight. It rewards the people who slow down, who put the phone away for a minute, who just walk without a plan and see where the cobblestones take them. There are cities you visit, and then there are cities that genuinely get under your skin. Prague is absolutely the second kind. Thanks so much for hanging out with us on Dream Route today. Drop a comment and let me know. Which stop would you hit first? Charles Bridge at sunrise, or straight up to the castle? If you got something out of this video, hit the like button. It seriously helps the channel grow. And subscribe so you never miss where we're headed next. Until then, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep going. We'll catch you in the next one.